Slap Battles currently has 8 pay-to-win gloves in the game, and today I'm going to be ranking every pay-to-win glove in Slap Battles in a tier list to see which ones are the best and which ones are the worst. So let's get started. Alright guys, so this is the tier list I am going to be using. Yes, I know the mobile UI sucks, there's ads on the top of my screen, but this is all I can use right now, so we'll just have to be okay with it. The first glove we have is Overkill, and this glove costs 640 Robux. And Overkill is also one-shot, meaning it is one of the most powerful gloves in the game in terms of stats. It's so powerful that you don't even need to slap to actually kill someone. You can just walk up to someone just holding the glove and you can instantly kill them. However, this glove does have one major flaw. It's the fact that it can be disabled by any ice-based glove, and when it's disabled, you're slowed down, and you can't one-shot anyone. It's pretty much just a regular slapping glove. And also, be prepared for all the hate you're going to receive if you're going to use this glove, because this glove has one of the worst reputations in the game of all time, and people are going to definitely target you. So yeah, it's not very fun using this glove, but it's kind of cool just like one-shotting people. Alright, so for Overkill, yes, it is a one-shot, but it also has a lot of different counters, and also you're going to get targeted a lot. And also, it does cost quite a lot of Robux. It's not cheap. So for that, I'm going to have to put Overkill in a B tier. Not horrible, but not great. The next glove we have on this list is Spectator, and it currently costs 199 Robux. Now, personally, I think Spectator is actually a really good glove, because you can spectate with it, you can fly around, you're also invincible. The only problem is you can't slap, and you can barely interact with anything on the map. You can't collect slapples, you can't interact with the Castle Island levers, you can't enter the canyon, you can pretty much basically just do nothing. I mean, you're literally just a spectator. However, Spectator is very good because you can also play the radio without people like slapping you, so you can just pretty much just chill out and just kind of hang out. And honestly, I think this glove is very good. It's not too expensive, and I think it's a good mix because you're invincible, but you also can't slap, so it's not too overpowered, but it's also not completely useless. So since Spectator doesn't cost too much Robux, it makes you invincible and you're easily able to use the radio game pass with it, I'm gonna have to put Spectator straight in S tier. The next glove we have on this list is Custom, and this glove costs 560 Robux. And Custom is basically just a pay-to-win version of Mega Rock. However, you're actually able to customize the glove design and the rock design to whatever you want. You're also able to slightly tweak the glove, stats such as the speed and the power it has. Personally, I think Custom's actually a pretty good buy because Mega Rock is extremely hard to get. And if you're a mobile like me, it's even harder to get Mega Rock since you can't just AFK and have your phone running all night because you're going to disconnect. So I think Custom is actually pretty good, and it also is very nice because you can actually customize it to whatever you want, which is pretty unique. Not really any other glove in the game does this. So I think Custom's actually pretty good. So since you can customize Custom to whatever you really want it to be, and it's also a pretty fair trade since the counterpart to this glove is very hard to get, I'm gonna have to put Custom in a straight A tier. The next glove we have on this list is Ultra Instinct, and this glove costs 440 Robux. Not only does this glove have an infinite slap speed, but it also has a 50% chance of dodging someone's slap. So if someone tries to slap you, you have a 50% chance of actually teleporting behind them, and then you have a chance of slapping them back. Now, to be honest, I think this glove is basically just a pay-to-win version of Rhythm or Alchemist, or maybe even Custom, because those gloves also have infinite slap speeds. And the problem with this glove's main ability is that it's entirely luck-based. Yes, it's a 50% chance, so it's likely to happen, but it's also a 50% chance that it's not going to happen, so it's also kind of high that it will not happen. And I mean, you might get teleported in an area that is kind of bad, like if there's someone behind the person that slapped you, they could just slap you back. And yeah, I honestly don't think this glove is very worth it, especially for the price of 440 Robux. I think you could get a glove that's much more worth it than that, or you could just save Robux entirely and just try to get Rhythm or Alchemist or any of those gloves that have infinite slap speeds. So because of all of those reasons that I just said, and also it's kind of expensive and the ability isn't very good, I'm gonna have to put it in D tier. The next glove we have is Titan, and this glove costs $4 a month in US dollars per month. And to be honest, that is quite a lot of money just for some glove that makes you a bit larger. And the problem with the Titan glove is when you're in larger form, you don't last very long as a large Titan. If you have a bunch of people in the server slapping you, you can actually go back to your normal size very quickly. And yes, it does have a stomp ability, which can be good. However, it has somewhat of a long cooldown, and it's very hard to actually kill people since you can't actually slap them since you're so tall. And like I said, your health does go down quite quickly. So yeah, to be honest, after having Titan for a while, I've had VIP ever since it came out. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it is definitely not worth the price of $4 a month. It is just totally not worth it. And yes, I do know that more VIP gloves will come out in the future, however, as of right now, I'm gonna have to put this glove in F tier. It is just so bad and is definitely not worth $4 a month. The next glove we have is Vampire, and this glove is only available in Slap Royale. So Vampire costs 340 Robux, and its ability is quite interesting. Basically, when you press E, whatever damage you deal to someone else, you gain to yourself as instant health regeneration. Now, if this glove's ability was a passive, I would probably rank this glove higher on the tier list. However, since this glove is an activatable ability, it doesn't give you much time to actually slap someone. And to be honest, if your health is already almost max, or it is max, then this glove's ability is basically useless, and for the price of 340 Robux, I just don't really find it that worth it. So since Vampire's ability is kind of bad, however it could be useful in some situations, I'm gonna put Vampire in C tier. The next glove we have in this list is Cannoneer, and this glove is also only available in Slap Royale. Cannoneer costs 280 Robux, and its ability is pretty obvious by the glove name. You're able to place down a cannon. I'm gonna be honest, Cannoneer is probably one of the worst pay-to-win gloves on this list because the ability isn't even that good. Yes, you can place down a cannon wherever you want, and you can escape the jail if you place it right, but, I mean, there's already cannons scattered around the island, and if you're in the final 3, Cannoneer is gonna be completely useless because you don't want to get launched out of the storm, which is what's going to happen if you try to use this glove in the finales using its ability. So, to be honest, I really don't think you should buy Cannoneer. I've tried using it. It's really just completely useless. I mean, I don't really know how you could genuinely use this glove to help you win. The only really good thing this glove does is help you travel around the map, which that can be good in some situations, but if you're genuinely trying to win the game, this glove is kind of useless. So unfortunately, since Cannoneer is just pretty bad and its ability is not very good, I'm gonna have to put Cannoneer in F tier. It also just costs too much for its ability. And the final glove we have on this list is actually an admin glove. You can buy it for a one-time purchase of 80 Robux. Now, I'm not gonna buy this Killer Fish glove as of for this video because I don't have that many Robux. Killer Fish costs 80 Robux, and like I said, it's actually an admin glove, so it's basically just an upgraded version of Fish. Basically with Fish, the cooldown is quite long, but with Killer Fish, the ability is like half a second. It's super quick, so you can basically just spam the ability around, and it's actually quite fun to use. You can travel around the map very easily, and I would say this glove is worth it if you're gonna plan on staying in the server for long and you know how to use it correctly. If you don't really know how to use Killer Fish very well and you're just going to die a few seconds after using it, then no, I would not buy this glove. However, if you know how to use this glove and you're going to be staying in the server for a while, then yes, I would actually say this glove is pretty worth it. You're able to collect samples easily. You can also travel to the plate and other islands with ease. And yeah, I'd say personally, it's actually a pretty fun glove. So for Killer Fish, I'm going to have to put this glove in a solid A tier. The reason why I'm putting it in A tier is because, personally, I think this glove is kind of like a one-and-done kind of glove. You purchase it once, you think it's fun, it's cool, but then you're done with it and you don't really buy it after that for a while. So yeah, I would actually put Killer Fish in A tier. And that is every single pay-to-win glove in Slap Battles ranked in a tier list. Obviously, you guys are going to have different opinions than I do, so please be respectful about your comments and don't, be angry at me. If you guys want to debate about this in the comments, you're free to do so. Just do it in a civil way. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Wait, who's that? Oh, it's one of my viewers. Actually, your opinions are all wrong. They're so unsigma. It's my opinion!